Do you think, Manuel, is as good as you are as a team going forward and as many goals as you score, that in this final few months of the season you're going to have to defend better as a team, not just the defenders but as a team?
I will answer you the same thing when we score a lot of goals. We are always trying to improve in defending and in attacking. And from the beginning of the season, maybe in 2 or 3 matches we didn't defend well because against Cardiff, in set pieces, against Aston Villa, against Arsenal here also that we scored 6 goals. But we are always trying to work in improving in all sense. And in this moment of the season, maybe we are not scoring so many goals, but I think that we are defending well.
How important is it for you to get that partnership between Aguero and Negredo back again? Because they haven't started, obviously, because of injuries for a while, and that partnership was very productive for you, wasn't it, earlier on in the season? In that moment, it was very productive for the team. I hope that in the future we'll continue doing. But when Sergio was injured, I think that Seco and Negredo played very well also. In other moments, Seco and Sergio also do it. So I think that's important to have important strikers, but the most important is that the performance of them. And Negredo's not scored for 6 games now. Is that a confidence thing? I know he's had a shoulder problem, but is there a lack of confidence, do you think, on his part? Maybe it's a little bit of all of the things. Maybe he started with his problem in his shoulder. Striker also always lead from the goals that they score. But I trust absolutely that Alvaro will return to his natural or normal performance, and he will continue scoring goals, same as Edin Dzeko.
Can it benefit you a lot, Manuel, that Aguero is sort of missed about 2 months through injury this season? Do you think going into the final few months of the season he could be fresher because of that? Do you think he could benefit from that, and you could benefit from that?
Well, of course, if you don't play every week, of course you are fresh in the last part of the season. But that fresh as a player must always also be linked with his performance, and maybe not playing so many matches in the year is not good also for a player. You never know what's the best thing, but I think that Sergio will be always a very important player for us, more fresh or less fresh.
Manuel, is there a chance for some of your players who are picked to play against Wigan to force their way into your team for Barcelona on Wednesday?
No, I don't have any relation about both games. A different competition, different teams against we must have to play. It's very important for Trust to continue the FA Cup, and that's what we are looking for.
Have you watched the video, Manuel, of last year's Cup final? I know it wasn't your team, but just to learn any lessons of how Wigan played that day, the players are large.
The video about, which video?
The Wigan, the FA Cup final defeat last May. Have you watched that?
Yes, I watched that at the beginning of the season, but I think that at different moments of both teams, are different managers of both teams, and different players of both teams. So I don't think that's have a relation one thing with the other one.
No lessons to be learned then, you don't think?
No, a lesson from 10 months ago, I think it's not a lesson that you can use in this moment. But I watched the last 4 games of Wigan, and I repeat, they are playing very well.
Well, you were on the receiving end of Alan Pardew's temper, if you like, a few weeks ago. Were you surprised by what happened last week at Hull?
You always must be surprised when that things happen. Not talking about just Alan Pardew or another managers. It's not a normal thing.
Does it affect the way managers and yourself, for instance, would consider spending time in the technical area, if you like? I mean, you wouldn't think you'd spend more time on the bench rather than on the technical area as a consequence of that?
I think it's very difficult to have a general thing about those things. Maybe just was a problem that he has in that moment. Every manager is different from the other one, so it's very difficult to have a general thing.